Yeah, they released a new gameplay trailer of the new COD, which looks rubbish.
It does. It certainly does.
I will be playing that purely for the zombies, as always.
I think the multiplayer is... I just don't like the futuristic concept in Call of Duty. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. They've gone too far with it this time. They had a very unique
opportunity with Black Ops, and they're kind of ruining it, just following what Advanced Warfare did.
Yeah, but they might introduce some other things that might bounce off of Advanced Warfare.
Well, Advanced Warfare is Sledgehammer Games. It's their first Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Whereas Black Ops, they started off with World of War, because it's connected. I liked the first Black Ops because it stayed around the whole 60s, 70s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why have they suddenly gone into the future and joined Advanced Warfare?
It just makes no sense. Why can't they just tell more stories on World War II? I think they could just go off like some of the best stories that went on in Japan and all those Pacific Islands, or in Germany.
What I think happened is everyone got tired because they just kept doing the same thing over and over.
Exactly.
And then they got into Modern Warfare. People got bored of that. Then they went into Advanced Warfare, and people are starting to get a bit tired of that too. So I think if they would have gone back to something like World War II or Vietnam or something like that,
people would be interested.
It would have been more interesting. But since they're just going Titanfall, Advanced Warfare on to the Black Ops series, it kind of ruins it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the whole concept of Black Ops was very interesting to me because there are Vietnam games. Call of Duty hasn't been there before. And it interested me, and I was so looking forward
Black Ops
to it.
visited it for a minute.
Yeah, it visited it for a minute, but that whole area deals with the whole Cold War situation.
Yeah.
And Black Ops 2 dealt a little bit with that, and I liked it. I didn't like the future aspect of it, but I would have liked them to go back to, say, 80s... to the fall of the Communist Party in Russia.
It's just more compelling to listen and watch cutscenes based off real events because it happened and it makes you want to ask your parents and your grandparents what that was like.
Instead of giving them like exosuits and augments and wall running and robots, why don't we go back to real weapons and events that happen in secret missions like in Black Ops, which were all interesting.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare, I haven't even played it. The whole concept, it was cool at first, but then it wears off.
I played it once and I put down the game.
I must admit, I played it for about 5 minutes online and I got bored.
It was so bad. It is still bad to this day.
This concept it's new enough and it will make enough money that it will be massive, but I think
they should go back to World War II.
After this one, people will be like, ugh, another Titanfall rip-off.
I mean, I've seen things online of saying, when will Call of Duty go back to its roots, which I'd be very happy for. I'd like to go back. I'd like to see something along the lines of...
Well, they're bringing back 4-player co-op.
That's true.
In the campaign, they're playing it too safe. They're going down the route of Modern Warfare and they're kind of tainting the Black Ops origin story. They're just making it Advanced Warfare and not sticking to what Black Ops was.
Which brings up another question. Maybe it's because they've seen the sales of Advanced Warfare. And
they did that with Modern Warfare, Activision, and that blew everyone away. And
they
then
repeated
Black Ops
it.
kind of did something different, and that really changed it. There was a real difference between Modern Warfare and Black Ops.
Yeah.
And now they've kind of just blended into each other, and it's just rubbish. They even nicked zombies, even though it's different because there's exosuits.
They nicked zombies from Treyarch and nicked the story arc thing from Infinity Ward. It is the mesh between those two.
Instead of being two separate sides of the same game franchise,
they've now got 3 of the same game.
So Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare will be very similar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ghosts will be the same. That's...
Oh,
I want to play Ghosts.
Ghosts just tried to change it up a little bit because Battlefield was starting to become better than COD. They made the maps a lot bigger and they tried to change the style of COD a little bit to try and grab some of the fans away from Battlefield, and then that didn't really work.
No.
And so in the new games, the maps are smaller again. It's more of a Twitch shooter again, instead of trying to compete against Battlefield. They kind of just stick to what they know, and it's getting boring.
The gameplay of Battlefield makes sense that they have bigger maps because it's more immersive in bigger maps. Whereas Call of Duty, you thoroughly believe that smaller maps with Call of Duty gameplay just seems to work well.
It does.
It has its own sort of niche.
Like going back to World at War, big maps such, I can't remember what it is, like Coastline or something, where there's that big stretch in the middle, loads of close range bits around the side. That works very well as well.
There was the golf course one in Black Ops.
Yeah.
Just bring back Nuketown and you might get a lot of people to sign up on Black Ops 3.
I've always hated Nuketown.
They'll bring back Nuketown.
Twice now?
Yeah. Well, 3 times because of zombies. It's a zombie map as well.
getting back to the map sizes, instead of having a big open map like Battlefield, they're copying what Titanfall did and made it vertical and have you being able to double jump and wall run and stuff like that.
Double jump is one of the biggest problems that I have with the gaming industry. Like, seriously, if you play a Spider-Man game, right, way back in the day, like Spider-Man 2,
There was a double jump.
yeah, there was a double jump, because Spider-Man, as we all know, doesn't have the ability to double jump. Double jump is cool because it's like part of gaming culture.
It doesn't belong
That
in a
culture.
shooter, though.
It doesn't.
I don't think a soldier wearing about half the same weight of himself can jump up, let alone jump up twice.
Obviously,
I
because
just
they've
use
said it in the future, technology is advanced and it kind of suits, but then double jump doesn't really suit COD in my opinion.